Things I find most disturbing is the recent thing in the British government putting the Caribbean and certain countries on a red list. But what I don't understand is that the UK seems to be spreading the virus, making new ones. A recent report in America, which was shown on Bloomberg, where a lot of the virus and new strains were spread via people who had vaccines, not my opinion, please, right, who had vaccines and were infected and in the hospital pass it on. Also, a lot of people, right, over 47% of the people who caught it in the hospital, right? Now, that statistic is not fully updated because there a lot of the details and hospitals refuse to participate or release information from what I read. So that figure could be like up to over 1.5 million people, according to the report. Not my report, it's on Bloomberg. Bloomberg. Now, the West Indies, Caribbean islands need to start to unite. The old saying, unite you stand, divided you fall. Why? Because they're trying to wreck the economy of the Caribbean islands, especially Jamaica. Again, they did it during, before, after the independence. They did it in to what you call ourselves Commonwealth. Commonwealth, wealth, keyword. What is wealth? What is common about the wealth when we have to be paying IMF, which is run mostly by the UK, the British. I'm not saying it does American, but it's mostly managed by the British, who are making mass interest, but they haven't paid back the people in the Caribbean countries for all the money they paid out to the slave owners for thing. Repatriation is called. Hello? What is wrong with the people in the Caribbean pushing their government to say to the British tourists, you don't do that, we're going to seize everything you have in the Caribbean, lands, bank, every asset, right, until you stop this rubbish and start taking control. Start charging visa fees, right, to come to the Caribbean. Lots of African and other countries do it, and nobody complains, right? Our leaders in the Caribbean, forget about Africa, they need to deal with their things. But our leaders in the Caribbean are weak. They're still living in this colonial thing of, well, the Queen is the motherland, and the Queen don't care about you, Prince Charles don't care you, Prince William don't care about you. We need to stop that, right? We need to go back to Jamaica, how it was pronounced and how it was spelled, not Jamaica. We need to scrap all of that and go back. Change the name, not St. Elizabeth, St. Mary, and all these things relating to British. We need to dump it. Yes, keep it in the history book. It's part of the history. Dump it. Rename our country back to what it was in the days of the Maroons, Jamaica. Okay, one. Two, rename the country, the towns and stuff to so it represents Jamaica. Look at your flag. Look at the color in your flag. Look at our national anthem. Please, people. I don't care whether you're a Jamaican in New York, a Jamaican in Japan, a Jamaican in England, a Jamaican in Switzerland, France, wherever in the world you are. You need to start to push these things for your children, right? Because the UK is very nasty, hypocritical country. They're a bunch of liars. You had even, okay, I'm not saying I support them, right? Rebellion, extinction. But the girl had to call out the Prime Minister for England thing. And it doesn't matter who is the Prime Minister in England. It is the policy of the British government, whether it be the Tory party or the Labour Party, England. It is the policy of the United Kingdom. And regardless of which party get in, they do the same thing, just differently. One will kick you in the backside, and the other one will take a bat and beat you to death. What's the difference? You're still going to get beaten. Okay? Come on, West Indian people, especially Jamaican stuff, start to push the government with this rubbish. It's all about making money out of you. But you can't tell their tourists to do that because they say, okay, we ain't coming there. Well, we need to start shutting their assets, right? It needs to stop. And we need to rally the people here and rally our embassy here to encourage and promote demonstration, petitions, and really slap it down on the British. Without our people here and our ancestors here, our parents came here, our grandparents came. Without us, our grandparents, our parents, they wouldn't be. Most of us are second, third generation Jamaicans, and England depend on us. we need to get the British embassy, the Jamaican embassy here in Britain, for the British part of it, to tell them, you either stop this or we're going to tell our people stop. Because if we stop, the country, England shut down. Believe me, England was shut down. Big up, Mad Sam, Wicked Dread here, one love. Share this, please. Right? This is not anti-vax. This is not anti-anything. This is about doing the right thing and standing by your culture. Do not let Britain divide and conquer us again. Please, I'm begging you. Share it.